Okay, what I'm about to go through now is not my research. This is actually from a Dr. Stephen Rice. Is it Stephen Rice? I believe so. He's a professor of psychology, and he went around, I think, interviewing some 6,000 people to try and figure out, is there any kind of common theme or thread in what people want or need? And it turns out, at least according to his research, there is. I'm going to offer to you in with a caveat, which is these are broad brush categories. The individual manifestation of each category will be different. In other words, two people can be driven by the same drive, the same need, desire, but can look fundamentally different on the outside. So it's about what's going on the inside rather than the outside. Does that make sense? And that's just the question of at what level do you switch them? For example, enjoying life, it could come down in a very brutal way. For example, well, I like to hunt people with my shotgun. That's the way to enjoy life, right? That's fundamentally different behavior to what Ralph was talking about, isn't it? I hope. So that's the caveat. The caveat is, whilst the drive will be the same, because the frames that fall underneath it are different, the behavior may come out differently. The conclusions will be different. Does that make sense to you guys? So I can give you that frame, I can give you the emotion, I can give you the drive, and then you can massage the frames underneath it or the values that flow from that in a way that will allow you to alter behavior and so on. Does that make sense to you guys? Yes? So here are the 16 drives according to Stephen Rice. And we'll talk about each one of them a little bit. The first three, I like to call them as a trio. They're very obvious ones, and they're really to do with our survival mechanisms. You'll know these already, but the manifestations will look different. The first one is the desire to eat. The next one's romance, and the third one's tranquility. Romance is a euphemism for sex, right? He's an academic, and I guess he can't say the word sex because it's a bit too scary. So how do these things come out?